Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for one of the most real videos, one of the realest videos I probably have ever done for this channel. And probably that few people know, besides the people outside of WePlay, there's a few people that know. I left WePlay, and actually, it's because of multiple reasons. Now, before I continue on this video, note this: I do not hate the group, nor do I hate anyone in the group. Okay, they are cool people for the most part. I personally don't have anything against them, but you're going to be prepared to hear my side of the story, what really happened, and why I left. So, here's one of the reasons why I left. About a week ago, when I left, maybe I think it was like last Wednesday. So I was talking about, after the Direct happened, the Nintendo Direct that happened last week about the Switch and some 3DS titles. I mentioned a couple games in the chat, in the WePlay chat that we have, and they say, for the most part, I thought the I thought that the Direct was very lackluster and very boring. Okay. Right, everyone has their opinion. Some people thought it was awesome, some people thought it was lame. Personally, I wanted Melee HD, but that's never going to happen because Nintendo hates Melee. Either way, I said it was very lackluster because there was only a few games that really caught my eye. And Dark Luigi, he types in this comment, which I find really annoying and obnoxious in some way. And don't get me wrong, I could be obnoxious too. I'm one of the most trolly people that you're ever going to meet in your life. Let me just tell you that now. So I will admit I'm a troll. Either way, he puts this comment. Of course you do. Of course you find it lackluster. And I tell him, what is that supposed to mean? And he said, you only care about certain kind of games, which is true. I'm not gonna lie. Some games don't interest me at all, and it's not that it was bad. It's not that the games are bad. Okay, let's get out the way. I never said the games that I didn't have interest in were bad. Okay, I simply say that I had no interest in them. They show a lot of RPG games, and I've never been a big guy in RPGs. If there's any certain genre of games that I mostly don't like, is either FPSs, first person shooters, or RPGs. I found RPGs very boring to me. Maybe besides, of course, some Pokemon, but I haven't played Pokemon in years, and maybe some the Mario Luigi series. I found that RPGs are a very, very boring genre of video games. Okay, it does not interest me. So of course he puts down. Of course you find it lackluster. I'm like, what's that supposed to mean? You only like a certain amount of games, which is true. I like certain genre of games more than others. I like fighting games and I like racing games, specifically Mario Kart. My channel was built on Mario Kart. Mugen came way later, and I'm also, by the way, happy that Mario Kart videos on my channel gets more views than Mugen. That makes me extremely happy. Thank you guys. Anyway, he said that he didn't like how I like a certain amount of games, and like I just said, I like certain genres of games more than others. And I said, yeah, that's true. Just some of the games didn't interest me. And I mentioned some of the games that did interest me that I would get. Like, of course, I had Mario Odyssey and then the Superstar Stargum remake and the Mario Party 100 mini games. That looks pretty cool. I think there was one other game, but I don't remember the name of it that I mentioned. It's like maybe another two games I mentioned that looked good to me that I would play, but otherwise all the other games I would say I wouldn't play, like Xenoblade and uh, I would not play at all. I've never been a big Xenoblade fan. And all the other games they mentioned, I wouldn't play. And he said, of course, how predictable, and he said also, Dark Luigi, he also said, it just annoys me when you know what people are going to do. See, that's my problem. I don't like that. See, that's to me more of his personal problem than mine. If you already know what people like and what people would rather get over others, then why are you gonna be pissed off at the person for liking a game or having an interest in games and then or not having an interest in the game. See, my man Dark Luigi, I don't have no beef with you, but here's the thing: you got to fix that on your own because that has nothing to do with me. You chose to be annoyed over what games I wanted. That I didn't choose to be annoyed. Look, that's like me being annoyed of you like the tasking stuff. I hate tasking stuff. Like I said, you already know why I hate tasking stuff. But I'm not gonna say I'm annoyed because you're tasking stuff. Even though that's basically saying because I know you like to task stuff, I'm annoyed by it and I hate it when you do that. I don't hate you for tasking stuff, nor do I hate that you task stuff. I just don't have interest in tasking stuff, or nor do I care for it. You see what I'm getting here? Also, by the way, you want to know what's really going on? We Play. A lot of people think We Play is just such an active group that we do a lot of things. If you had to be real, and I'm one of the most honest, well, let me get that out of the way. I'm just recovering files. I'm pretty much one of the more brutally honest people in the group. If I had to be real with you, this group hasn't been active in probably, nearly a year. We are not a group anymore practically at this point. I'm surprised the chat is even alive, or we consider it alive. We consider it alive because, well, what can you say? We're still technically a group. But we're kind of not. We, as a group, haven't done anything in a very, very, very long time. Let me tell you, I can't even remember the last gaming session we had. I honestly can't remember when's the last time we had a gaming session. Now, here's the thing. Mario has another group, and that's cool. One of us has another group. That's fine. I really don't care. I also do my own thing. I also am in another group. I'm in a hacking group. I am part of the Origami 64 community. I personally like hacking Mario Kart 64. I'm in another group. True, I don't make that the only group I just pretty much talk to at this point. Let's be real, and even if we hold a Skype chat, a Skype call, he kind of doesn't show up. I'm being real with you. He doesn't really show up, and we would do things more often. Don't get me wrong, and it's not entirely Mario's fault. So let me just get out this way. It's not entirely his fault, but I think considering everyone that's in the group, and depending who has the best internet, we would love to host things if our internet was better. Sadly, some of our internets is crappy. My internet's in between. It's like right in the smack dab middle of it's okay, but it's not good enough to host anything because you're going to get a bunch of lag. I'm not going to lie. And as every member in there that's in We Play, we pretty much for the most part split off and do our own thing at this point. We don't do anything collaborative, if you will. Honestly, I would say the group is dead, but Mario doesn't want me to say the group is dead. I even at one point even said that this group should probably be disbanded on how dormant this group is. It's so bad. It's so dormant. And here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I sometimes, when they hosted Gmod a long time ago, they asked me to join. I'm not going to lie. I didn't join. And here's the thing why I didn't join. I gotten so bored of Gmod, I just flat out didn't want to play it anymore. And if you guys didn't know, DL, he left Gmod for like the longest time because he did not like, what's that mode? My bad. I had to cut something out. I had to go do something. Either way, I think it was that Dark Luigi leaving Gmod. It was some mode. I think not hide and seek, not prompt hunt. Gosh, was it OBJ hunt? No, I think it was hide and seek. I'm pretty sure he was hide and seek. Dark Luigi at one point quit Gmod because he didn't like the power-ups in the game. I don't know, maybe he found the gimmick stupid or OP like that. And at the longest time, even if we hosted a Gmod, a Skype call for playing Gmod, he would not play it at all because he didn't like what happened to him, and he completely left Gmod. And it was only recently, maybe 3 weeks to a month ago, that Mario convinced him to come back to play Gmod. And I don't know how that went happen with that conversation. He convinced him to recently come back to play Gmod, and they play Gmod. Now, why I don't play Gmod personally, I found it boring. And as a group, that was pretty much the only game we've ever played every single time. And it was cool, don't get me wrong, we had some cool times, some funny moments, but to me it was a very boring game. Now personally, they one point convinced me to get Battle Block Theater like 2 years ago, and we have never played that as a group, not once. They convinced me to download 7 Co-op or something like that. They convinced me to download that. It was free, at least the co-op game was free, not Battle Block. They convinced me to download that game, and we never played it. When I had my old laptop, 7 Co-op was I tested it. It was one of the games I could handle on that laptop, and now I got a gaming laptop, so I can pretty much play everything. At that time, 7 Co-op was one of the games I could handle, and we pretty much never played it. And as a group, I'm gonna be real with you. We are pretty much dead. Don't be surprised. Let's put it this way. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a video in response to this video I'm making now. And like I said, I don't have anything against anybody in the group or the group itself. Why I left is just, they hound me a lot on doing different content. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I will admit my content will be a bit repetitive, but playing Mario Kart 64 and the different modes that I have, and some of them I made, and I'm on the way to making another one. It's one of the most funnest things I have ever done. And I find so much fun with it. I can replay that game constantly. 1, it will get me the likes and views. 2, I will never get bored with it. And here's the thing. Now, with Mugen, on that standpoint, when it comes to them, they don't like it that I play Evil Donald a lot. They think I play that character a lot, which I do, because it's a cool edit. They think I'm just kind of don't want to learn any other characters. I have other characters that I have used to play with, like DB Call and what's the other character? Luigi and one other character, but I forgot the name of it. And they say one of the recommended things they wish to do is like play someone else. It's like I would, but I don't want to. And they just kind of complain a lot that I do a lot of Mario Kart. But if you go look on their channels, they're kind of the same problem, just a different genre of video games. Once you really think about it, think about it. And before I say any of this, of course, this is not to hate on the channels. I don't have problems with the channels. Their channels, they do what they want. For example, Dark Luigi mainly focuses on fighting games. Think about it. He tasks Street Fighter, Fatal Fury. He's probably going to do Guilty Gear at one point. And of course, he does his Mugen Fight Club. Now, every once in a while, you see his, what's that? RimWorld and the other one that's entered the Gungeon or something like that. Every once in a while, you see that. But his main thing that he does is either tasking fighting games, mainly fighting games. He has tasks some non-fighting games, but mainly he tasks fighting games. And he does Mugen. And, Rock Rage or Tina Clementine, his main thing is animation about Splatoon. Mario mainly focuses on Gmod or Gmod related games. And Star, which, by the way, Star, I have nothing against Star. Me and Star, I've known him for years. He has never given me any hard time. Star likes to do Mugen. And, of course, the occasional Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, etc., etc. It's what we like to do. And I hate that I'm being attacked by, playing a certain racing game a lot when they pretty much do the same thing, just a different game. or a different genre. You know what I mean? And when I feel being attacked like that, but they basically do the same thing, it does tick me off a bit. And they say I'm stubborn, but they don't look at themselves and see that they're being very hypocritical. And that's why, for the most part, I don't really take their advice. And here's another thing. So I have an Elgato 60 HD capture card, right? Everyone, I have a bunch of videos that I have not even uploaded that I use with that, and I gotta get the. Reminds me, I gotta install the software for this laptop. Anyway, what happened was, I'm a Smash 64 and Melee enthusiast. Okay, I played those two games very competitively. I used to do tourneys for both of those games. I would place in a decent position to very high positions all the time. Now, here's the thing. I'm not a big fan of, well, I'm not a fan of Brawl at all. Let's get that out the way. And I'm not a very big fan of Smash 4. So here's the thing. I always say I like Melee better, and I always think Melee is better. Mainly the group thinks Smash 4 is better, which is cool. If they like their Smash 4, do their thing, right? Now, they're never going to convince me that I like, Smash 4 is better than Melee. I refuse to think that, and I don't believe that. So, I play Melee all the time using the Dolphin emulator. Okay? I don't play Smash 4. And now, one of their complaints is I always play Melee, but I don't really choose to play Smash 4. I don't play enough Smash 4. And, they say, you need to upload Smash 4. How many videos have you uploaded Smash 4? Okay, I have a total of 3 videos of Smash 4. I think I have some other ones recorded that I haven't uploaded yet. Maybe eventually I will. They asked me, okay, why haven't you uploaded Smash 4? Because I don't play the game anymore. I deleted the game off the Wii U because it takes a lot of space and I don't really play it at all. So what happened was, I have 3 videos of Smash 4 up there. And one of the biggest complaints was, the lack of Smash 4 videos I have. I have 3. And I asked them this. And all 3 of them had decent views, don't get me wrong. I asked them this. Since they're Smash 4 enthusiasts. And all of a sudden love to watch Smash 4. I don't play enough of it, apparently. I asked them, they want me to upload more videos on it. And I asked them this. Have you watched any of the Smash 4 videos, out of all 3 of them I uploaded, have you watched any of the Smash 4 videos I uploaded? You know what Rock and DL replied? Is no. And this was the part that really almost set me off that call, but I just decided to hold back. How are you going to tell me that I don't upload enough something of a game, and then you don't bother to watch any of the videos that I even uploaded on that game, and then complain I don't upload any videos about that game? You see, here's the problem. And I think I don't quote me on this. When I say you don't even bother watching any of the Smash 4 videos, but yet you want to upload it more, I believe, if I'm correct, the DL told me this. Because you use the same characters that you like. Okay, well, doesn't, every Smash player would record a run with characters that they mainly used? That's like me telling you to play Street Fighter and not use your main once, ever. So, when I recorded a Street Fighter Luigi or Donkey Kong, you basically didn't watch it because I use characters that I like to play as. Well, that's personally a very dumb logic there. But I'm not going to go into that, and that's what pissed me off. And then they wonder why I don't upload the things that I do, or the things I already recorded, because it's pointless. And one, I have more people requesting me to do Mario Kart than I ever done Smash 4. And they say I recorded too much Melee. I have one Melee video up from years ago on a HD camera that I recorded like 4 or 5 years ago. That is only Melee video I have on my channel. I have more Smash 4 and 64 videos than I do Melee, and I like Melee the most. And I played a lot, sure, but I don't record it. I probably should record it, by the way. I gotta ask my friend. We can get some of those tournament videos. Either way, so that's what I said. Why I left. A lot of criticisms. That was very hypocritical, and that the point that the group just got very boring, and it was just kind of pointless to be in that group. Who knows? Maybe once they see something, they'll change something. Now, I'm not gonna go be like Majester or Russia and be like, "Oh man, they all turned their backs against me," and yada yada yada. We'll have my revenge. No, I'm not. I'm not that type. You see, I made that decision on my own to leave the group. I Let's see. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it after this. After this chat. I don't know. After this video, after they say maybe they'll leave or not. After we chat about it, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it afterwards. But they never hounded me to leave. I made that choice to leave for those main reasons. Just a lot of hypocriticisms and the point that the group was just flat out boring and didn't do anything. The group is dormant. And I found myself being more active in the other group and I would be more active in WePlay if we did stuff, but well, at the time that I was in a group, if we did more stuff, I totally would. But as a group, and I use that term loosely because we're really not a group anymore at this point, I would still be in that group, even besides all the hypocriticisms and all the stuff that was going on like a few weeks ago. And I would probably still stay in that group if stuff was happening. Now, here's the thing. Now, my friends believed I changed. Now, I don't see how. But if you any of you guys in that group like to offer some intake or feedback about how I changed, I'm glad to hear it. I'd be right here. You guys have me on Skype. And they think I changed. I don't know. Maybe because I play Melee a lot competitively. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's the reason they think I changed. Maybe it's because I stand my ground on my opinions. Then here's the thing. Unless I prove something factual, which sometimes I do, with my opinion, I hold to my own. I always stick with my opinion. Unless they can prove me wrong. For the most part. Like, for example, I always think Melee is better than 4. And it's, definitely better than Brawl. Some people disagree. But, some people think Brawl is better than Melee. And I always ask them this. If Brawl was so great, it was the game that was supposed to replace Melee. If Brawl was so good, why the competitive scene died so fast? And why isn't the Melee competitive scene just keeps thriving every year for a 14-year-old game? Either way, I'm not going to go into that. Either way, that's my reason why I left WePlay. I did it for that reason. Who knows? Why I joined back? Not up to me to say. Things could happen. Things might not happen. Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe we'll talk it out. I don't know. If we get back in the group, hunky dory, great. If I don't, no love lost. Either way, guys, I'll see you later. Expect some more Mario Kart coming up because I just love that game. Either way, see you later.